The title of the project is actually the decongestion of Ekwulọbịa. So that includes the flyover and also the dualization, because prior to now, the road was usually very choked.
Yes.
And so when you do the dualization and also the bridge, it helps to kind of decongest the area. The actual bridge is about 205 meters in length. Then you have ramps going to the Oka side and going to the Uga side. For the Oka side, you have a ramp of 115 meters. And for the Uga side, you have 58 meters. You have a dualization going down to Socio, then dualization going down to Oka, then also to Akokwa and to Uga. Each of them is about 1 kilometer in length approximately.
So I want you to tell us why it is different from the kind of bridges or flyovers that we've been seeing around.
Okay, I'll try to explain this as much as possible in layman language.
Okay.
The next time you're going through a bridge, if you just look, the pillars beneath are usually spaced around 15 meters. And what that means, or what that implies, is that when you're going for a longer bridge, you need more pillars. But this is a kind of a new technology in the country. I think from what I've heard, this is like the first time it's been done by a state government in this region. This kind of beams are called pre-stressed post-tensioned beams. Now, basically what it means to be pre-stressed and post-tension is that when you cast concrete or when you make concrete, when it's loaded, it's stressed. So for example, you have a slab and you load it. You are stressing the concrete, it has to go down. Same thing with bridges also too. Now we have beams. When you put your beams for bridges and you load it, it's going to be stressed. Basically what this technology does is that before loading it, that is when you cast it on ground, you tension it. When you tension it, you do more like a reverse stressing. For example, for beams, the deflection goes down. So if you cast a beam like this, when you stress it, it goes down. So what we do for pre-stress post-tension is that you take it up. So when it's then loaded, it restores back to the normal position which it's supposed to be. If you just put it like that, you reverse it, it will keep on going down, and before you know, the bridge is having issues. But now when you post-tension it, you deflect it upwards, then you load it and it takes it back to the normal shape. So that's basically pre-stress post-tension. And like I said, it's not common. It's not common. If you go across the states in Nigeria, you notice that you are seeing plenty columns. You can't even see where vehicles can pass under. But if you look here, there's a lot of space. We plan to put a U-turn here. We plan to put another U-turn here. We plan to put another U-turn here. This would not have been achieved if you had done it the normal way. In fact, when we were casting it, we had people come around and ask, are you sure this thing will go up? Are you sure this thing will last and all that? But you can see it's standing. It's 33 meters in span. And what that helps do is that it reduces the cost. Because if you have to do it the normal bridge way, you would have to put pillars every 15 meters. That is times 2 of the concrete which we normally use. But because of this technology which we introduced in this project, or which we brought into this project, we ended up reducing the cost and also making it more finer and also stronger. And the bus terminal, it's an ultra-modern bus terminal. It has about 6 terminal positions downstairs. Then the top, you have spaces where you can rent stores and other things. Then we're going to also have a maintenance bay. The maintenance bay is basically, if your car gets spoiled, you can just drive in, you see a mechanic and they fix it. There's also going to be a fire service bay where we're going to put a fire truck. And there's also going to be a fuel station too, all included. Yes, it's all inclusive. So for the dualization, the governor had this mandate of dualizing the road all the way from Oka down to the boundary at just after Ogadia, the boundary with Imo State. So the around section, which is the lot B of it, is it's over 12 kilometers, about 12.163 kilometers. It's a dual carriageway. You have this lane, then there's an island at the center. Now we're constructing it kind of like a boulevard. That's at the center, you'd have trees, you'd have like a green area with your street lights, and if possible seats, if the government agrees. So, and it also helps in reducing the traffic. If you have gone through this road before, you know it's a nightmare. It's a serious nightmare. In fact, there are some times whereby we have to send things which are just here and we have to go all the way around. But with the dualization, it helps make the road very easier for people to go through.